What's going on, everyone? This is ODC, it's me, and I'm back with another action figure review. This is my review of the Star Wars The Black Series Ahsoka Tano figure. This is a figure that I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been searching for, scrounging for at the moment. I'm sure she'll become more and more common throughout the days past, but I really was looking forward to this figure, and pretty much every figure in this wave. Even the army builders were really great in this wave. I believe in the previous wave there was the Flame Troopers, which is awesome, and in this wave we get the regular, non-officered Snow Troopers. So that's really cool. Really happy about that. I'm glad that Hasbro has decided to give us more and more army builders. That's definitely a thumbs up in their direction for doing that. Thank God. Let's take a look at the packaging here. Really nice picture of Ahsoka on the front. On the side, it's figure number 20 right there, and it says Ahsoka Tano. And then on the back, there's a nice little read up if you want to pause that and read it as soon as my camera focuses. Ooh, that was the box farting, not me. But there it is. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get Ahsoka out of packaging and we'll take a closer look at her. Okay, and we're back with Ahsoka Tano out of packaging. And I gotta say, she looks really cool. Maybe it's just my figure, but there's a couple loose joints on her, which is a little bit, I guess, disappointing. But it's probably just my figure. I do have to say that I actually thought she was going to have an issue standing, and I have heard of some other reviewers having issues with her standing. I have no issue with her standing, to be honest with you, or posing her. I was just kind of playing around with her before I actually started the review back up, and I gotta say she's pretty cool. There's one big gripe that I really have with this figure, and it's got to do with the lightsabers being real, almost like a rubbery plastic. I'm just not a big fan of that. I don't know why they switched their plastics with this mold, but they need to go back to the harder plastic with like the other lightsabers that we've got prior. If you're wondering why this is bent, it's not due to the packaging. It's actually supposed to be a little bit bent. It's just her style of lightsaber. They are also supposed to be clear. These are not supposed to be blue. These are actually white. She's got actually a white lightsaber crystal in there. So they're supposed to be white clear. Just like, I mean, if you are familiar with the Rebels show, which I am, I love the show. A lot of people either love it or hate it. It's one of the two. But I like the show. I think it's doing well for itself. Loved the season finale. It was absolutely fantastic. And yeah, she's pretty awesome. I mean, I am very happy that we finally got this figure in 6-inch form. Really just happy with how overall this figure turned out. It looks just fantastic. It's probably, oh man, this is probably the best female character that they've given us so far, I would say. I would say the paint's a little bit off with the I'm just going to say design, because that's what they gave her here. The design for her head here, it's a little bit faded right here on this side, or a little bit like smudged, it looks like. And on this side, it doesn't kind of they don't line up properly, which is not the worst thing in the world. But I mean, they could have, a little bit of QC would have went a long way there. But for the most part, I think it's pretty solid going throughout the head, the rest of the head. I think it looks really good. The face sculpt is probably the best female face sculpt that we've got, as far as paint application and skin tone. They definitely got her skin tone correct. And it's pretty fluent throughout the rest of her body. I know there's not too much left over besides the neck and the shoulders here, and the hands, and even this little cut piece in her I guess her arm covers. I'll just call it that. But they did a really good job with the sculpt and the paint on the gauntlets here. I think that looks really good. Really, really nicely done. I also really like the cloth fabric. You know me, I'm just a sucker for soft goods. I love them. Really like the how accurate they were with the design of her skirt here. It looks just really good. So well done. The legs, everything. Man, I really hope they keep pumping out these Rebel figures. I would love to get, now that we've gotten Kanan, I'd like to get, and Ahsoka here, I'd like to get Ezra, and I know we're getting Sabine next. Sorry, I said Sabine. Sabine. Ren next, and you know, you gotta have Hera. And come on, Chopper, please, Chopper, give us a Chopper figure, please. More droids, man. I really want more droids this year. We have not gotten enough. Besides what, BB-8, which was almost an accessory with Rey, IG-88, and let's see, R2-D2. That's pretty much all we've gotten. I'm not counting the exclusive black R5. I believe it was R5D4. If I'm mistaken, I might have farts in my brain, but not counting the exclusive because that was just a re-release. I'm talking about new characters. So I know we're getting a C-3PO. I know we are. But more, you know, I mean, I would like an exclusive set of droids. That's what I'd really like. I'd also like a Captain Rex as well. Come on, Hasbro, just... Oh, there's so much I want. There's so many characters I want. I know. I'm just a spoiled little brat. Patience, right? Anyway, talking about the figure, I could just go off on a tangent talking about Star Wars figures all day and what I want and what we should get. But I would say that the sculpt on each lightsaber looks really good. Really good on the handles. And you can disassemble them from their blade. And if you want to just have her standing there in a vanilla pose, you can just get these two little hooks on the side here, and you can just hook them right to the sides, which is really nice. So if you want to have her just standing there like so, you can. There we go. I think it looks really good. Either, I mean, any way you want to pose her, she's going to look great. I think she's a fantastic figure. They definitely put some time and money into her. And actually have a little poll, a little question for you guys. Would you prefer that the Black Series give us, and you gotta, oh, this has a smaller blade on it too. I just want to iterate that real quick. This is a smaller lightsaber blade. Let you guys know that it goes on this, the non-bent lightsaber. But I have a little poll question for you. Would you guys prefer more individual sculpts, but with less of a budget for certain characters? Or would you prefer full budget for 3 really good characters like we kind of got in this wave? Like Luke, and then Kanan and Ahsoka here. And then we got 2 army builders with her? Or with them. Would you guys prefer they put all their budget into 3 figures and give us stunning figures? Or would you guys prefer that they just kind of spread the budget out throughout the whole wave and kind of give us more of an equal budgeted figure, which probably would mean that each figure probably won't be the best. One of them is probably going to be not as well as we would expect. I'm really crossing my fingers about that Princess Leia coming out. But would you guys prefer that, or would you prefer, you know, 3 good, really stunning figures, or 6 kind of okay figures, good figures? Let me know in the comments below. It's just a little question I was kind of, I don't know, pondering, I guess. But anyway, as far as her articulation goes, her head can swivel sort of a little bit, not too much, I guess, because of her hair here. I guess I'm going to call it hair. Can't really look up and down. We got no job turkeys here. Arms go up, they go down, full 360 rotation. Her arms are a little bit loose as far as the hinge joint going up and down, just to be forewarned to most of you out there. But her elbow can bend there, and it can swivel at the elbow. It can also swivel at the wrist, and she has a wrist hinge going back and forth. And this one goes up and down like we've seen with most Jedi figures. She also does have a diaphragm joint, which does crunch more so backwards due to the plate, the chest plate here. It does crunch forward a little bit, and it can also pivot side to side, so you get a really good, decent range of motion in that diaphragm joint there. The legs do go forward, and they go back nicely. Good range of motion there. Not the best with the splits, but I have seen worse. So it's okay. Double jointed knees, and she does have an ankle hinge which goes back and does go forward a little bit, and then she does have that ankle pivot, which is kind of not a full 100% ankle pivot. It's the female ankle pivot that we're used to with like Black Cat and stuff like that. So other characters like so. But as far as she is her standing, she is taller. Let me just get in a couple other female figures here. She is taller. I believe Princess Leia is the shortest Black Series figure besides R2-D2. Or no, maybe BB-8. No, Yoda. Sorry. I would say BB-8's the smallest, then probably Yoda, then R2-D2. And then Leia, so... so she is taller than Rey, and then we'll just bring in Luke here. Let's bring in the new one, Farm Boy Luke, and Luke is taller than Leia and I want to say Rey, but it's on a weird angle here. Let's just get in everyone here. Yeah, Luke is a little bit taller than Rey, but not too much taller. Ahsoka's still taller than them both. So there's that bit of information for you guys, in case you were wondering about. And I mean, I have to do it. I mean, I have to do it. I have to do it. Yep. They did battle. They did battle. That's all I'm going to say. But obviously Vader is taller than her. And I'll do one more for you guys before I let you go. Let's just bring in Annie. Oh, Annie. Annie. And Anakin is taller than her. So, I mean, if you wanted to have her paired up with him, I know this isn't the younger version of Ahsoka, but it's probably the only version of Ahsoka that we're going to get. So... if you wanted to pair them up together and kind of imagine that she's younger and has shorter, I don't know, tentacles, or I don't know what you... Let me know in the comments below. Please call me an idiot and tell me in the comments below what those are called. It's slipping my mind right now. I just can't think of it. But they still look good together. That's what I was trying to get at. But yeah, definitely... I would definitely recommend this finger. This figure, 2 thumbs up. I was thinking of fingers. But definitely an awesome figure. And yeah, she's definitely one to get. Definitely the best, as I say, definitely 3 times in a row. The best female figure that we've got, I would say, to date. And hopefully we get more. Hopefully there's more on the horizon. And that's pretty much it for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching as always. And I will see you guys on the flip side.